Welcome back to the Graight Way.
The only way, bitches.
Leo, how's it been, man? I feel like we haven't done this in a while.
It's been okay.
It's been okay.
Yeah, it's
Work's good, life's good.
No, but
You went back to being depressed again?
yeah, this rain is not it.
So we released the truth about Paul's wedding, and the amount of people and views and shares that this video's been getting.
I know.
Holy
it is
shit.
our most viewed video podcast episode.
Holy shit.
The most liked episode as well.
I know. It's super cool, though. I was telling Clara about I really wanted it to be for the people who are thinking about getting married and the people who are going to get married. But besides that, that's super freaking cool.
Yes, thank you guys.
Yeah, I'm super excited that we've got so many people interested into that. Also, we have stickers now.
Yes.
Yeah, we got stickers. I did go to Sip in Highland, and I dropped off a couple stickers there, and it's pretty cool that people been.
I know. My friend Jamie saw it, and she posted it on her Instagram story. So shout out Jamie.
Yeah, and I think I had 2 people send me pictures of it, but it's pretty cool though. I like that people, are noticing where we're at.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And also we have what do we call this?
Our logo printed, I guess, on a canvas.
Yeah, we have a canvas of our logo. Shout out Lorenzo.
Meow,
meow, meow. Thank you for that. We're gonna be posting that up on this as well.
Thank you, Daddy Renz.
So I wanted to bring something up before we start our episode. Do you think that it would be too soon to do merch? Or do you think we should wait a little bit?
We should wait a little bit.
Okay, because I feel like...
Stickers right now is okay.
Yeah, because I feel like... Yeah, true. Because that should be expensive.
Right.
But it was just something I was thinking about, because since we're getting... I'm not trying to say that we're like super like, oh, we're publicly known already, but we're getting some publicity, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yes.
It was funny because when I'm cutting some of my clients' hair and some of the guys that I talk to, they actually like, bro, you and your cousin are funny as fuck.
As they should.
So like, I like that people are like knowing you even though they don't know you. Does that make sense?
I mean, I'm used to it. Who doesn't know who I am by now? Just kidding. Let me stop.
So actually, this goes perfectly because actually today we are talking about you, Leo.
Finally, I'm getting my own episode where it's
Yes.
about me for once.
It's not going to be about none of my friends or nobody that I know. It's going to be all about you. So in going into that, I do want people to kind of get to know a little bit of like a backstory of you, so I do have some really good questions.
Okay, good. Juicy.
Yeah. So like I said, this episode is about Leo, and I'm going to call this episode Let's Get to Know Leo.
Okay.
So, for those of you that don't know, obviously, if you're new here, my name's Paul, and
My name's Leo.
and we're cousins, and
The Grandas.
literally,
I think we're the only Grandas left.
I know, right?
Wait.
Besides our older brothers,
Yeah.
yeah.
But they're lame.
Womp womp.
Sorry, guys.
Right. So anyway, I really wanted to make an episode just for the sole purpose of people to get to know you and to kind of get an insight of your perspective of life, because that's kind of was the reason why we started this, to see 2 different perspectives of you and me, the straight way and the gay way, which that's what we call the Graight Way. So with that being said, we are going to come into our first couple of questions.
Guys, finally, I'm not the one doing the questions.
No, right?
I'm the one getting interviewed.
Okay, so 1 second.
Bing bong.
I know, right? I'm just going to do this.
Okay.
Okay, so now, so
Okay,
random,
I
ain't
know.
it? So
What the fuck?
random. It's because I didn't know what button to press. Oh yeah, I could just press mute, and then that would whatever. Okay, so Leo,
Okay.
we're gonna talk about, and we're gonna go like way back when about you growing up.
Okay.
And I wanted to know, or we wanted to know, because I actually had a discussion with a few people
Ooh.
about you.
Good.
And so this is coming from me and from other people as well.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you who they are. So the people want to know, did you always know growing up that you were gay? And if you did or didn't, at what age do you think that you were like, you know what, I'm gay? Or was it kind of like, I'll leave it at that.
You know what?
Leave it
My
at that.
friend actually asked me this question like 2 days ago.
Seriously?
Because her daughter's in school and
Okay.
there's a classmate that is like, she's like 9 years old, I think, and she came out as gay.
Okay.
So she was like, how old did you know when you were gay? Because she thinks that was like a little too young.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, people know at different ages. There's just people who don't find out they're gay or bi until like they're in their 60s.
Okay.
But-
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm out of breath for some reason. I'm bad as fuck.
It's okay.
This mic's too close.
Yeah, just back it up a little bit.
When I knew I was gay was not Danny. You know that show Full House?
Yeah. Uncle
Danny?
Danny?
No,
Is
Uncle
it
Jesse.
Uncle Jesse.
He was so fine.
Really?
I was like, wow. I was like, I remember
Okay.
like I used to like when nobody was watching, I used to like kiss
The TV.
the TV, pretending I'm kissing
Jeez.
him.
Oh my god, that
Hey,
is too
I was
funny.
like
okay, so
eight-
how
I was
old
like,
were you?
I was like 8 years old.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like that, but I feel like I didn't know what gay was, but I feel like everybody else knew when I was little because I remember like dressing up like as a girl.
okay.
I was really obsessed with like cheerleaders when I was little. I
Okay.
wanted to be one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like at 8 years old was when I realized what gay was,
Okay.
and then I was like, "Yep, I'm gay because I
So
like men."
so you knew for sure because of the show or because of just like as
Oh.
time started just going on, you're like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gay.
Yeah, because I was attracted to girls. I mean, that's
Liar,
a
he lied.
Yeah, I was attracted to guys.
we we're finding out the truth tonight. No, okay.
I dated a girl in 3rd grade. That's not nothing now. It's 3rd grade, but I was
Okay,
like,
we'll get into that later.
No, okay,
We'll get into that later because that. Okay.
I feel
go
like
ahead.
8 years old was when I knew I was gay.
Okay. So
That I liked men.
okay, so then let's go to the next one. So you said around 8 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, so as time started going on, you know, when family and friends started realizing it, because I'm gonna make this a 2-part question.
Okay.
How can I say this? How were you treated from your families and friends? And then I want to ask, who started treating you differently, like between your friends and family? So how did they treat you? It's more like how did they treat you, and like who was the group that treated you differently? Was it your friends or was it your family? I'll put it like that.
Okay. Do you have a question in there about when I came out or no?
Yes.
Okay. Well, to answer this question, I kind of have to answer that question a little bit.
Go ahead.
But the came out question, I can answer about my family later. But I didn't come out until high school
Okay.
publicly to my friends. I denied being gay up until 8th grade.
Okay. So,
Because I was bullied a lot when I was little.
yeah.
Just because my voice, I was very flamboyant. So I literally, when people would be like, "Are you gay?" I'm like, "No, I'm not gay." Even though you could tell by my voice, "No,
I'm not gay. What the
fuck, bitch."
Right. Okay.
But when people started finding out I was gay,
Yeah.
I didn't get treated differently from like my close friends, my close family. There were a few people who did talk shit.
Of course.
Saying, "Oh, did you know he came out to like talking to other people?" And I'm just like,
Yeah.
doesn't fucking matter. Like, I'm still the same person.
Exactly.
So nobody really treated me differently to my face.
Yeah.
It's just behind closed doors. I knew they were saying some shit, but I didn't care.
That's good. How did, okay, before I get into this, I guess I'll just bring this up now. When exactly did you come out? You said that was in high school, right?
Yeah, my freshman year of high school, I started coming out to my friends, my close
Before,
friends.
okay, so you came out to your friends before your family.
Yeah.
Okay. So when okay, because my next couple questions is how did I'll say with your friends first. You'll answer this, and then we'll say with your family.
Okay.
So with your friends, how did it come up with you coming out? Like, how did that come up?
It didn't really come up. I feel like I just like I didn't. I feel like I didn't technically come out. I didn't physically say I'm gay,
Right.
but I just started like being more comfortable around them because in high school I literally transferred schools. Like I went to a different school district, so I was a new kid at this new high school.
Okay.
And then in my head, I was like, nobody here knows me.
So I'm gonna be me.
I was like, I'm gonna be me.
That's right.
I was like, I don't
like
gotta hide because in 8th grade was when I was getting bullied. I was hiding myself because I didn't want people to like
Right.
talk shit, try to
course.
fight me. Because people were brutal in middle school. Like
Oh yeah, kids are awful.
like they were like literally they would try to fight me and shit. And I'm like, because if I looked at somebody, not even like staring at them, I just glanced. They'd be like, "What are you looking at, faggot?" And I'm like,
So
"Bitch, you ain't even that
fucked.
cute.
right?
Bitches don't want you. I don't want you."
Facts.
So I didn't really come out. I only had one best friend that
Yeah.
transferred. My friend Susie.
Yep.
We went to middle school together, and we coincidentally transferred at the same time and went to this new school. So we were both a new kid, but we still had each other to like lean on.
Oh, that's cool.
And then she was talking about a guy that she thought was cute, and I was like, "Oh yeah, he's really cute." And then she was like shook that I said that because all in
Being
middle
from
school,
a guy, yeah.
yeah, from all in middle school, I would hit that. I didn't
Right.
call no guys cute. I didn't talk about guys, but when people in high school, when people were asking me, like, "Am I gay?" I wouldn't say no. I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm gay. Like I'm a little
Okay.
homosexual."
Yep. I'm here.
Yeah. So I didn't technically come out to any friends. Like I just was me.
So like you said, just when you transferred to school, you're like, you know what, this is my perfect opportunity
Yeah.
to just be myself.
I was like, nobody here knows me. No one knows
Right.
my story. No one knows.
So for people that are listening, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. For people that are listening, and let's say for the people who haven't come out yet, or who struggle with this, what's something that you can give them for when they're growing up? You know, as in, you know how when you first knew you were gay until 8th grade, how do you think you suppressed a lot of the bullshit that people did to you and said to you?
Honestly, it really took a toll on my mental health.
Of course.
Just know that you're not alone. Like at that time, I didn't know any gay people. I was the only person that I knew was gay. Other people on TV. But so I didn't have nobody to really to like rely on, talk to anybody. But come out at your own terms when you're
Right.
comfortable. Focus. My main thing right now to tell you is like focus on your happiness. Don't focus on anybody else's happiness because the
Right.
number one rule is you gotta make sure you're good.
Exactly.
Fuck everybody else's feelings. Like
That's
if coming out is really scary because there's people who will like disown their children for that, and I'm like, at the end of the day, if your parents or like whoever wants to disown you, that's on them because
We're gonna
they
touch
never
up on
really
that
loved
too.
you to begin with.
Right. We're gonna touch up on that too because me and Claro had a conversation before we did this podcast, and I'm gonna bring that up too later.
Okay.
So since after that, you know, you talked to you came out with your friends, you came out with a new school. So when it comes to family, you know, and what you said about with coming out, one thing that I can see from the outside looking in is that it's not like, because the way that I was bringing this up with Clarabelle, just in conversation, when somebody comes out, it's not like somebody start listening to like jazz.
Yeah.
You know, let's say like, so I'm a rocker, okay? Let's say I started listening to country. People are gonna be like, why the fuck you listen to country? It's a little bit different when it's your lifestyle, you know? So with being that with your lifestyle, with family, who was kind of the first sibling, cousin, relative that you kind of, I guess, put your guard down and told?
My siblings.
How did they
My
react
sister
to it?
was the first person I told. I texted her. I
Uh-huh.
was literally, I knew they knew the whole time, but
Yeah.
I was literally crying, like texting these messages because it was a text. It wasn't like on the phone or anything or in person.
Right.
But I remember I texted her and I was like, I'm gay. And then she was like, bitch, I know. And I was like, okay. Meanwhile, I'm over here in bed crying.
Yeah.
Like, because it's really hard, even if you, because you never know how
Right.
people are going to react.
Of course.
Like,
of course.
you could think that they're like, they like love you. And then once you say you're gay, they're like, hey, what the fuck?
Right.
So to my brother, I told him, he's like, I already knew. And I was like, okay.
That's awesome.
And they were the first family I told. And then like I was going to prom with the guy, and my sister kind of like came out for me to my parents in a say, because my mom asked who I was taking to prom, and my sister was like, "Oh, he's taking a guy to prom."
Oh my god. Yeah, what a way to do it, right?
Right. So I technically never came out to my parents.
They just know.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
so
know.
that was my next question was, do your parents know?
Mm-hmm.
So they do. But the conversation never came up.
No.
Why? You don't have to answer.
I
if you don't
didn't want to have a conversation to begin with because both my parents are religious, I guess. Well, they were.
They're old school.
Yeah, old school.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, she really doesn't have a problem with gays because her brother is gay.
Oh, okay.
So I have a gay uncle. When I was little, I didn't know that he was gay. I was just like he was very flamboyant like me.
Yeah.
So I know she don't have a problem with it. She does call all my boyfriends my little friends.
Your
He's
little
like,
friends.
He's like
Okay.
Leo's little amigo. My dad, it took him a while to warm up to it.
Right.
Even after like I didn't come up, but he he knew obviously.
Yeah.
He will still encourage me to get a girlfriend, saying, "Oh, are you dating this person?" Because like being gay, I have a lot of friends that are mainly girls.
Yep.
He'd be like, and he will tell my family saying, "Leo has a lot of girlfriends. Like he's always going out with a new girl every other week." And
I
I'm like,
remember that. I remember hearing this.
I'm like, this is my fucking best friend's boy. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Because like, so I'm gonna throw in, just like how your sibling said, I knew you were gay too, and I know we've talked about this several times.
I mean, I feel like
we,
everybody
we talk-
knew.
And I'm gonna. Do you mind if I say my little story? I know which one. I'm pretty sure you know which one I'm talking about, right?
Okay.
Okay,
I think
It was when we were watching TV.
yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
so so there was one time where it was me, my brother, and Leo. We were at our aunt's house, and these two guys were about to fight. And usually, like in like fight scenes, men are like face to
Yeah.
face. I'll never forget this. Leo was looking at TV, and he just goes, "Will they just kiss already?" And me and my brother look at each other like, "What the fuck did he just say?" And, being young, we're like, "Wait, what the fuck?" Like threw us off. And then my brother goes, "Yeah, dude, Leo's gay." And then when we heard about you dancing to, what was it? Who song you would dance to?
I don't know, but talk about. I think it'll come to me if you talk about it.
Because I remember we brought it up in a podcast. There was like a song or show that you would watch and you would dance to it. This literally came up in our podcast, and you brought it up.
Anyways, keep going.
So anyway,
I'll think about it.
and then as time would go on, like I said, coming from my side, I would hear, because obviously, especially when I added you on Facebook, when you finally added me, it was all out there. It's it's your Facebook, you do
Yeah.
whatever you want, but I would hear, that your dad would be like, "Yeah, Leo got all these girls over," and blah, blah, and I'd be like, "I'm pretty sure they're doing their makeup." And I was like, "I'm pretty sure they're having a girls' night."
Right. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's in denial still.
So, in I guess in another light, with, and I know what's funny is that I don't think we ever had a conversation about like me knowing you were gay or you coming out as being gay. We just kind of just.
I did come on Facebook, but it wasn't like, it wasn't like the whole like shit and giggles. It was literally a post about Happy Pride Month, and I literally shared a post and I was like, "Happy Pride Month." And by the way, I'm gay.
I think I remember seeing that.
And then everybody was commenting on it like, "Oh my god, we support you." And I'm like, I hope you know this is a fucking joke. Like,
Yeah.
who doesn't know I'm already gay? Like, what the fuck? Like, why y'all coming? We still love you. I'm like, okay.
Right. But because now that I think about it, we never really talked about that, as in like a conversation. I think it was just like, I think for me, I just always accepted you for you.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like,
Thank you.
One thing that I've always told my nephews, and I mean my younger nephews, I've always told them like, listen, look at my life, and this is a question that's gonna come up later, but I'm gonna say this real quick. Look at my life, as like a little emo boy that dressed different and I was different. I always loved the Outcast.
Yeah.
So before I get into that, I want to get into so we talked about family, we talked about friends. So I guess as a lifestyle, now that you see this community, how does that make you feel from back then till today? Because like you said, you didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
And now you have this whole community. How does that make you feel?
I don't know, to be honest, because I don't have any gay friends.
Right.
It's really hard for me to make friends.
Why is that? Because I feel like for you, it's easy to make friends with female friends. But to have like gay friends, what do you think is like the hardest thing about having a gay friend?
Gays are really, I don't know, all the gay people I've interacted with, try to be friends with, they're very like intimidated kind of by me. Not like, they think it's a competition, and I don't.
With what though?
Who's the more gay, I guess? Who's more the favorite gay of the group or something? And I'm like, I don't care. I'm just gonna we can't be friends.
So
or they try to fuck. And I'm like, bitch.
And you're not like that at all. You know what's funny? And this is not me just trying to boost Leo, but Leo's never been a hoe.
I have no.
Since I've known you, you've never been like, hell yeah, I got bitches. You've never been that way.
I mean, I could get bitches, but I just don't.
Right.
Like, I've had people hit me up to like fuck or like do stuff, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to backtrack again about, how you said your voice.
Yeah.
So there's a question that says, and remember, this is coming from people and myself. Mm-hmm. Do you think that some gay men change their voice to seem more gay? Or is it natural?
My voice is natural. I've always sounded like this. Mm-hmm. I hate my fucking voice. I feel like I sound very flamboyant, very gay. Mm. I wish I had like the straight voice where like if I talked, you would never know I was gay.
Yeah.
There's some guys who I don't feel like they change their voice. They just up that gay accent.
Okay.
And I'm just like, why?
Yeah. So
or they let it be known that they're gay. And I'm like,
right.
Being gay isn't a personality trait. Just you.
Mm-hmm. So I get another question was, and it's kind of almost the same question, but it's kind of directed just to you, which you kind of answered. It says, did you subconsciously make your voice higher because when you were younger, you knew you were gay? Or is it just natural? And you said it's just natural. So go ahead.
My voice fluctuates. When I get really excited or I'm happy, my voice gets really high pitched. I'm like, oh my God, yes! Yeah. Like right now, my voice is very like kind of low, but because I'm relaxed and chill.
Right.
But my voice fluctuates from like being high, being low, being
just like any other person. Yeah. Honestly, because when I'm drunk, my voice is like
But like when I'm really happy or something, that's when the gay accent really comes out. I'm like, yes, queen.
Okay, so we're gonna get into the juicier questions.
Okay.
I like these.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, where the fuck are the deep shit? It's okay.
You want some deep shit?
I was like, I want to tell about how. Oh, never mind. I can't say that on here.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Now
I don't think I told you about. I don't even told you about the story, but it's a story about me and another guy. Did I tell you about that at a house party?
Yes.
Okay. Is that a question or no?
We're gonna get there.
Okay. Anyways, ask your question.
It's gonna get juicy.
Okay.
It's gonna get juicy.
Ask me some juicy questions. I'm here to be raw and real.
Okay. Oh, it's raw as fuck. All right, here we go.
That's what he said.
So since So since you do makeup, do a lot of men / gay men think you're a lot more feminine?
Yeah. Men think I wear makeup. They think I'm a lot like feminine as hell. And I'm like, I don't wear makeup all the time. It's literally a hobby for me.
Right.
Like, it's not a lifestyle. Like, I don't wear makeup every day.
Exactly.
I don't wear makeup going to parties, going to weddings and stuff. I only wear it when I'm feeling when I feel like it.
Yeah. So I was talking to these group of people because we wanted to know.
I know who this group of people is.
And we were like, and some of them were like, well, as straight men, when they see that, like, dude, that's really gay, and they brought up the whole top and bottom thing. Now they weren't like trying to say what you were, but
they assumed I'm a bottom.
They assume right away that you're a bottom because you do makeup. But I said, I was like, and I told one of them, I'm like, well, just because you have earrings, that doesn't make you a bottom,
right?
That doesn't make it really more feminine than the next person. I'm like, it's just, and like you said, it's like a hobby. It's something that you like to do.
Because what a lot of straight men don't know, a lot of their fashion choices these days are because of gay men.
From gay men, right?
So exactly. I'm like, how can you be homophobic but have your nose pierced, have your ears pierced?
Yeah,
like what?
I like, especially the ones that have feminine tattoos.
Ooh, T.
There was one I'll never forget. There was a guy that I know. He had a tattoo across his shoulder right here. And I was like, yeah, dude, that does not look good. It looked really bad. And like, he got it because his girlfriend got it. And then it was weird. I was like, I don't know. Yeah. So let's get it back into these questions.
Yeah, sorry.
You're going to like this one a lot.
Okay.
This one is really fucking good. This is my favorite one.
Ooh, okay.
So.
Wait, to answer the question from top or bottom, mind your business.
Right? Okay, so this is my fucking favorite one. So how many guys back in the day that bullied you hit you up trying to hook up? This is my favorite question because I was like, because we were talking about it, and when they brought it up, I was like, that is fucking good.
And
if you do, you have to like share something. Share something. It don't have to be too personal, but
I see at least 5.
That's a lot.
Not gonna throw no shit, no tea, but some of them in high school were on the soccer team.
They're always on the soccer team.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? We were talking about the soccer team earlier too.
No shade. You're not gonna know who it is. I'm gonna say no names.
Right. Well, for people that don't even know you, they don't even know what school you went to.
Right.
So
True.
So.
But let me say the first time that someone who bullied me hit me up, it was in person. And it wasn't middle school.
It was in person?
It was in middle school, 8th grade year in middle school.
Damn.
The last year. This man would talk so much shit about me.
Mm-hmm.
He would bully me, harass me. Then one day we were in math class watching a movie, and we sat next to each other. So he would always talk shit or like say some shit to me. Yeah. We sat in the back.
Uh-oh.
So we're watching this. Off. Yeah, the lights were off. This movie was on, and this man got a little happy in his pants. And he was like, Leo, look. And I looked, and I didn't look down. I looked at him. I was like, what do you want? Because I don't like him. I was like, fuck you, one bitch.
Right.
And then he was like, look down. And I looked down, and I was like, oh. And I tried to play it off. I was like, why do you have your pencil case in there? Like, stop being, like, stop trying to be gay. Like, stop trying to,
like that's gay.
Like, trying to, like, I don't know. In my head, like, I was trying to make it sound like he was trying to, like, make fun of me, saying, oh, you're gay because you look, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then he was like, no, it's real. And then he grabbed it and, like, wiggled it in his pants.
What the
fuck? He was like, touch it. And I was like, no.
This is 8th grade?
Yes, 8th grade.
Damn.
And this was a popular boy in 8th grade. So anybody's listening who went to school with me in 8th grade was one of the popular boys.
What's his name? No, I'm kidding.
Can't say.
No, just kidding. Well, go ahead.
I'm not going to get beat up.
I got your back, bitch. Shit. Let a motherfucker try.
But that was in person. That was one of them. Another one was in high school. In gym class, we were swimming, so we had to go to the locker rooms.
Oh man!
And it was 2 guys walked up to me,
What?
Because I don't know. I'm not gonna say no names either.
What?
They literally had towels on, and they were like, "Hey, Leo," and I was like, "What?" And the thing is, I never didn't bully me. I guess didn't talk shit, but I was like, I never talked to these guys ever in my life.
Yeah.
Like even when we were in gym class, they
But
hung
even
out with their little group of friends. I have my little group of friends. So I didn't talk to them at all.
yeah.
And they were like, we heard guys give better head, and then like they literally like open the towels, and then like did a little wiggle with like a slaps against their legs, and I was like, I gotta go.
What the fuck? And they just bowled like that?
Yeah, it was two guys. I feel like those two guys were like experimenting with each other because why would they both come up?
Exactly. Yeah, that's kind
And
of.
I'm just like, no thanks.
That's crazy.
If I was a hoe, I'd be like, hell yeah.
You're like, let me put some lipstick on.
They weren't ugly, but I just wasn't a hoe.
Yeah. That's crazy. It's crazy because like I feel like and I don't care if you're uncomfortable or not, but I feel like the most homophobic dudes
are the gayest.
Yes.
On the DL. It is. It's
yes. True. Because like you know, when I was younger, I was homophobic through religion, you know, and the first thing I would tell people was like, "You're going to hell." You know, that was like
I'd be like, "Shit, it's gonna be a party in hell."
You know? So like religion had a lot to do with that. And I remember when I finally had like my first couple like friends that were gay, in my head I'm like, they're just like everybody else. You know, they like people put this
just like
toxicity on gay people, you know, as if it's like it's gonna stick on you if you hang out with them.
Right, like there's like, no scientific proof that fucking gay influences people to be gay.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Like
I don't
so fucking stupid.
I don't understand that. And that's all I'll never forget. Like when me and you first started hanging out, you know, I had certain people, you know, that would be like, you know, why are you hanging out with Leo? And I'd be like, well, what's the difference between me hanging out with Leo than any other of my cousins? He's still my cousin. You know, like that. I thought that was fucking stupid. So another one was, do you have a lot, you know, because I feel like because from the little conversation that we had or that we've had about like this certain topic, I feel like a lot of straight men are always trying to be on the DL.
Yeah.
With gay men. Is that very common or is that uncommon?
That is very common.
So what the question says, how many straight men with women hit you up?
You'd be surprised how many married men have hit me up.
Is it because they're just trying to experiment, or they're just like don't want to come out to the world?
People saying that they're not satisfied with their wife, their girl ain't just doing it. Guys know what guys want.
What?
I have guys be like, "I'm not gay," like, but
let's suck my dick.
I was like, "A hole's a hole, a mouth's a mouth," and I'm just like, "What the fuck?" So roughly around.
So at the end of the day, it kind of sounds like that people kind of just see you at like just
a sex object.
Yeah. And I think that's fucked up.
I feel like that's more of like.
Is that a stereotype?
Yeah, it's a stereotype that all gays are little hoes. But there's a lot of gays are hoes.
Yeah.
But there's like some of us that like just want to settle down.
Yeah.
That just don't have
trying to settle down.
Yeah.
Get married, and like we talked about last time, get married and have a family, and
not just all about sex.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, I've had like about 10 plus married men hit me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's insane to me. Cause like I remember, what's one of, okay. Does it range from ages?
Like what do you mean?
Like men. Like
who are with girls?
No, with you. Is it like, what are the age range of
that hit me up, or like I go after
that hit you up that are straight?
People from like age 20 to like age 45.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So do you get
The
like a lot of
oldest-
those? I don't mean to cut you off because I'm only thinking of like some 45-year-old dude that takes some pictures or like this, where like they're looking down at their phone. Do you get a lot of those random ass dudes too?
Yes, I get dudes who are like old who like, you could tell they're old because they don't know how to take
Yeah.
selfies.
They're
Like,
just looking down at their phone.
or they're looking straight at the camera and they're using both hands to take a selfie, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? But I mean,
You know, I feel like that sucks though, because like you could just be. I feel like, and I'm only thinking about because there was like an incident. I think they told me where like some dude just sending like a dick pic with some like Indian dude. It was really random.
No, this Indian dude video called me on Facebook.
That's what it was.
And I'm
That's
like,
what it was. You told me.
who is this? And I'm bitch, I was bored. So I was like, I'm answering this video call. Who is this? And literally opened it, and he's like, show me cock. And he's like, has his dick out. And I'm like, what is going on?
Show me cock. Do it now.
Yes, but sorry, but yeah, you'd be surprised how many people are on the DL.
I feel like, you know, that would be like overwhelmingly annoying. You know, you're just trying to go.
It could get annoying sometimes.
You know, like
especially on Snapchat.
Oh God, I can only imagine what the fuck you get on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think at one point, I think somebody put my Snapchat name like at a gay bar or posted it somewhere. Because one day out of nowhere, I gained like 100 friends out of nowhere, all dudes, and like they kept sending me news and stuff. And that's what popped in my head. I was like, someone had to have made a fake account somewhere,
right?
Or like put my Snapchat somewhere and said, hit me up for some news or some shit. Because I'm like, what the fuck is everybody asking me for nudes? Like, what the fuck? Or sending me nudes.
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
Thanks, but
that's crazy. So, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. One of the questions was, have you ever tried to be straight? We heard you swallow that.
Good. Cause I'm like, let's get answer this. Try to be straight. Not really, I guess. I've had, like, you know how like straight guys experiment to see what they like. I've had.
So you've experimented with women?
Not.
Or was it just like a kiss or something?
I mean, I've kissed a lot of girls before.
Right.
I've sucked a lot of boobies before. Like titty shots.
Right.
No, but I think it was last year, the year before that, I literally was gonna hook up with a girl just to try it.
Yeah.
But then
you just couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. I was like, I'm sorry, girl, but say it for me. Yeah. I was like, I'm so sorry, I can't do this. I'm sorry, girl.
You're like, you're pretty girl, but I can't.
You're hot, but I just can't.
Yeah, so one of my favorite, and it reminds, I'm not going to bust this person out, but it's one of my friends. And I remember I asked him, I'm like, dude, because he was gay. And I was like, dude, would you ever hook up? Because, you know, I obviously coming from my side, I don't know. So I go, would you ever hook up with a female? You know what he asked me? Would you ever hook up with a guy? And I was like, touche. I was like, touche.
So
it makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Because like, how do you know you're gay? How do you know you're straight if you never tried it? I'm like, how do you know you're not gay if you never tried it?
Yeah, right. No,
like,
it's true.
You tell me.
It's true. It's true. So on another note, speaking on you know, because I wanted to bring it back up from earlier. Speaking of outcasts and people who are different, what do you think that some of the similarities and some of the differences of so what's the differences and similarities between being gay and someone who's an outcast?
Similarities, you get treated differently, you get looked at differently.
Right.
People talk shit.
Yeah.
People want people to be normal. And in my head, I'm like, there's no such thing as normal.
Right.
Society has made this image of a normal person that literally doesn't exist. Like one in a million people.
That's true. That is very true.
And I feel like a normal person is fucking boring.
Yeah, I say that too.
Like, because a lame ass bitch is a normal person.
Because like I said, when we were, thinking of some of these questions, when I brought up this question, I had one of the guys tell me, "Well, you're not an outcast. You know a lot of people." I'm like, "But you don't know where I came from."
Yeah.
Because and I tell people, and the only way that I can relate to you is because growing up, I got made fun of a lot, because of what I wore, what I listened to, the way my hair was, and that's why for me, I give you a lot of credit because when it comes to me growing up and I'm just gonna be honest, and me feeling sorry for myself, because I was picked on and bullied. I was only picked on and bullied because of a part of that one part of my life. I think of you, and this, like I said earlier, this is like a whole lifestyle change. This is your life.
Because you're not the same when you were in high
Exactly,
school. Like you don't look the
but you're
same.
always gonna be you. You know what I'm saying? People see me like, oh yeah, I used to be a little rocker, but then people say, oh yeah, Leo's gay. And you're always gonna be gay.
Yeah.
But that's why for me, I give you and anybody that's in the community a lot of fucking credit because that shit is scary. Because I think about like for instance, let's say if I was like Mel, let's say I'm like, you know what? I'm gay and I'm gonna come out tomorrow. In my head, I'm thinking about like friends. I'm thinking about family that are gonna be like, how do I say, that are not gonna talk to me no more. And you been through that. And that's why for me, like that shit's scary to think about. Like a lot of people don't truly understand what it is to come out. So that's why I wanted to really dig into this episode I mean, I know I wanted to make it kind of funny too.
Yeah.
But the sole purpose of this was for people to really listen in on the reality of the community.
Yeah. And a lot of people I want to say some differences of being an outcast and being gay is outcasts don't get hate crimed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, yeah, people judge you like they base like stereotypes like emo people. They're like, oh, emo people like the devil,
like gothic
the
people.
devil,
Yeah.
devil worshippers. But they're not gonna kill you over that.
That's true.
Being gay or transgender or lesbian, whatever. People literally kill for no freaking reason. Like, if let's say I'm going to a club and I look at a guy and I'm just like, and I smile at him like, oh hey, because like I smile at people and they look at me, I'm just like.
What the fuck was that for?
Yeah, and like they were like they could beat me up.
Yeah.
Or like there's literally even sick motherfuckers who like will hate gays so much they will bait them, like
Yeah.
make them think that they like them, play with their feelings, and then kill them.
That's bullshit.
Like there's serial killers who have done that, who went after gay men.
Yeah,
and just kill them.
Bullshit. So
it could be dangerous in the streets being gay.
It's like, so
especially
when
trans.
That's where that's a whole other that's a whole other conversation. But like I feel like I really wanted, like I said, I know I'm probably repeating myself. I really wanted people to really understand, like the whole coming out, and I guess I wanted them to realize how serious it is, because I feel like people don't take the community's, how can I say this? The coming out part, I feel like they don't take that as serious as they should. Because I feel like
they don't.
There's don't.
People who literally be like, "What are gays doing a whole month for?" And I'm like, "Bitch, shut the fuck up!"
Yeah.
Like, you're not getting killed for being gay. Like, we can't have a fucking month to ourselves. Or like people saying it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Yeah.
And I'm like, first of all, I'm gonna get into religion for a second.
Go ahead. It's my favorite topic. People know that.
I believe there's a greater being. I just feel that the Bible is full of shit, because there's no scientific proof that the Bible is what it is. Like, it's been rewritten millions of times by different people. Who is to say I didn't just write whatever I wanted to write in this book and said God said it?
Of course. I feel like, and again, I'm gonna talk about myself just for a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because, like I said, when it comes to the religion thing, I grew up with, and but whoever's listening, I grew up with a very strict religion, and it was so strict that it almost like brainwashes you. And I know a lot of people won't agree with me, but this is the truth. It's like they tell you that A, B, and C is A, B, and C, but then when you look deeper into it, you're like, wait, are you sure that's what it is? So when it came to excuse me, when it came to like, gay people, the community, I feel like they didn't treat you like people. Now hold on.
Hold on. This is a go ahead.
So the reason why I brought this up is because when I finally started questioning the Bible, I started questioning the pastor, I started questioning a lot of shit that was going on, and I'm gonna put this pastor on blast. I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm gonna put him on blast because I remember, and again, I'm talking from an outcast point of view. I started growing out my hair. I started wearing tighter jeans, because I was like an emo rocker. I loved rock music, and I remember this pastor would be like, what you're doing is wrong, and I'd be like, what you mean? So a lot of you don't know. I used to, or some of you who know me know that I played music my whole life. I've been playing since I was 12 years old, and I remember this man told me, God gave you this gift to play music. And I believed it so bad and so much that I felt that was my purpose in life, was to play up there on the altar for church, for God. So after time goes on, and again, I started questioning a lot of stuff. And when I started noticing that he kept like nitpicking me, like what I was wearing and stuff like that, I would be like, let me ask you a question. He goes, sure. I'm like, why are you so worried about my hair? Why are you so worried about my jeans when your wife's up here with a tight ass skirt and I can see her thong?
Per.
And then you know what he said? How dare you disrespect me? How dare you disrespect this and this and that? And I'd be like, you know what, man? I'm like, this is
like, how dare you disrespect me, ho?
Yeah, this is where I was like, because I feel like a lot of people are afraid to speak bad about a pastor because they're so called a man of God. I think that's bullshit.
That is.
He's a man just like me. If I hit him in the mouth, he's gonna bleed just like me.
Right.
But to come back to what we're talking about, that's why for me, I think it's bullshit, because when it comes to someone being gay, bro, I don't want to say they, but these people are just like everybody else. I don't understand why it's become such a, how do I say,
hated thing.
Yeah, a hated thing.
Like,
it doesn't make no sense to me.
The church understand. Religion, they make like being gay is the biggest sin of all. Like, first of all, y'all worried about who I love, but you should be worrying about these preachers and these pastors sexually harassing these little kids.
Yeah, when
to these little kids. Talk about something like you said, why you grow your hair so long? I would have answered with, didn't Jesus have long hair?
Mm-hmm. And I used to say that because
like,
we used to be clean. We had to be clean shaved.
Jesus had a beard. Yep. Jesus isn't even white.
Yeah, I know.
From Israel, he has dark skin.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Like, remember, what?
It's funny, when I was younger and when I finally realized where Israel was located, I was like, wait, what? I was like, wait, how does he look like this then?
Right.
Yeah, but besides all that, I just feel like it's bullshit. I feel like a lot of people really need to take into consideration, because I feel like, we brought up a conversation about children, and a lot of people, the first thing they say is, well, I hope my kid doesn't come out gay. You know what I'm saying?
I hope my kid doesn't grow up to be a killer or a rapist or anything like that. Like, I don't give a fuck if they're gay.
And I feel like, because me and my wife talked about it, let's say hypothetically we have a child who is, LGBTQ. We don't know, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to love my son less or more.
Right.
So that's why I wanted to bring this back up, because you brought it up earlier about children. I feel like, to an extent, I do want my children to choose their own life. Just like how we're talking about this, I want them to, even with religion, if they want to be whatever they want to be, I'm going to back them up, because when I was younger, my parents backed me up, but not as much as I wanted them to, so that's why I always like think about my side, and then I think about your side. I'm like, well, shit, Leo had it worse than me, because I feel like, and I need to like get past it, because I do, sometimes hold like a grudge on some stuff growing up, like having more, how do I say, people to have my back, because when I finally left church, a lot of the people that I thought that were my family, I'm talking about church people, fucking disowned me.
And I'm like, the Bible be saying love everybody.
Exactly.
This is not very
and that's
biblical of you, ho.
So I love saying this part. So, excuse me. My favorite part is that if they want to talk Bible, I can talk Bible. And in the Bible, it says there are no sin greater than another sin. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, that all sins are equal.
So, and I would tell people, so if someone's gay, and if it's so-called a sin, and if you're judging them, aren't you sinning too?
Right.
So doesn't that mean if they're going to go to hell, guess what? You're going to be right behind them.
In this day and age in this world, ain't nobody going to heaven.
Hell no. Hell no. Because every I don't believe that, you have a perfect life. Because even
perfect.
Even if a man, and I would say this to religious people when we would talk about, homosexuality, I would defend it so much that I'd be like, bro, if you're married and if you go to a store and if you see a chick with a fat ass, but damn, that's a fat ass, you sinned, bro. That's still a sin. And that's why they would be like, oh, well, it's different because I'm not with a man. I'm like, no, dude, you're still sinning, bro. Like, that's my biggest pet peeve about it. Is like, dude, you can't choose and pick what's how do I say?
What's the bigger sin and what isn't?
Right. You can't like just say like, oh, well, the Bible says this. Well, the Bible says a lot of things, you know, and I used to reference the Bible a lot, but now I have to reference life too. I have to reference common sense because that's what a lot of people don't, have nowadays is fucking common sense. It blows me. It blows me.
Yeah, like religion is a whole other episode.
Yeah, it is. But at the end of the day, you're loved, Leo. You know that. You know that. Me and my wife, we love you. All my friends fucking love you. I love the fact that I feel like you alone are breaking barriers, as a gay man.
Yeah.
Especially with a lot of my friends.
Yeah. Even like I forgot who I can't think of who it was, but I'm not sure if it was a coworker or I think it was a coworker at one of my jobs. He literally was like, I used to be homophobic. And he's like, and when I met you, you like changed my perspective. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. Like, you're welcome for changing.
Because I feel like people just have the wrong idea of what a gay man is.
Yeah, like when I try to become like the way I am, I like to hype people up. Like I hype everybody. I'm like, oh, you look cute, you look good. And straight guys take that as me flirting. And I'm like, I'm just trying to hype you up. Yeah. Like I'm trying to be a real ass friend and be like, you look good.
Right. Like sorry.
Not trying to be like, I want to fuck you. No.
Yeah. And that's the thing too.
I'm like, you don't wash your hands when you pee. Yeah. After you pee, bitch. Don't talk to me.
There was one thing that you said that was like, and I literally tell anybody that I talk to about you, is my favorite quote from you was when, I'm not gonna bust them out, but somebody said like, oh, if someone that gay comes to me, I'm gonna tell them like, hey man, don't fucking talk to me. And then you said, if any bitches ain't talking to you, what makes you think I'm gonna talk to you?
Right.
That was my favorite thing because a lot of
what?
Yeah, because a lot of men think that that's like the sole purpose of being gay.
Right, like
is trying to hit on every dude.
Thinking they hot shit. I'm like, bitch, you smell musty.
Yeah.
Like you look like a fucking hobo.
You didn't come here today. What the fuck?
Right. I was like, you didn't even brush your teeth.
Right. It's funny though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this made me really appreciate you,
Thank you.
as a person, and as a family member.
Thank you.
I feel like
my toes are cold.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I got my slippers, so I'm good. That's why I started drinking my water because I started getting hot in here. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we got like 7 minutes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That was fast.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Wow. Wow.
I wanted to make sure that I had like enough stuff for you.
Man, I was thinking you gotta ask me my embarrassing sexual experiences with guys. Talking about what's the worst guy I dated.
Okay, well, fuck it. Let's make this episode longer. I mean, I didn't know if you wanted to talk about that.
No, we're not talking about the sexual thing. But
like, I didn't want to like go like
these questions. I thought when you said juicy, I thought it would be like juicy. Like I was gonna spill some tea.
Hell no. Well, that's the thing. I didn't know how far to go with these questions. Does that make sense?
Yes. Also, if these friends of yours that you converse with, is this barbershop bitches?
Of course it is.
Hey Art, hey Alex. The other people I don't know your names.
Chris and John.
Oh, Chris, John.
The other two weren't there.
Maria
and Alex. Yeah, they weren't there.
But
It was.
I guys name Alex too, or Alex
Yeah, his
the
name is
barber,
Alex too. His name is
like
Alex
the owner.
too. Yeah, but we call him Soriano. Yeah, because we wanted, because like I said, we didn't know how far to go with these questions without you being uncomfortable. Does that make sense?
I don't care. I'll answer anything.
But again, we didn't know. That's why we're like, oh, what kind of questions do we ask? And we're like, and then we're like, yeah, we don't know. So we tried to come up with some stuff. But that's why my favorite one was about the bullies.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
they just
that's so stupid.
them when they started hitting me up was when I went not viral, but that one point where like I was really popping on Facebook.
Yeah.
And everybody was hitting me up, and I was like, yeah. They'd be like, did I not go to middle school with you? And I'm like, I sure did. And I was like, and you sure did call me a faggot. You sure did. So you're gonna beat my ass, and now you want to meet up.
And now you want to eat my ass.
Right? I want to eat my ass. Are you gonna beat it or eat it? Which one?
Right?
Or both?
Oh my god.
But
that's too funny.
yes, but yeah, being gay is okay.
It's good. I'm glad you live.
Yourself.
I'm glad you live your life to the fullest.
I try sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I try. Sometimes I'm just like,
Yeah.
be at home,
Yeah. I feel like, like when we went to the Dua Lipa concert, like I didn't say this, but like, dude, you were like glowing that whole time.
I was so happy. Like that was the happiest I've been in so long. Like I wanted to cry when I was there. I was like, I'm so fucking like, this is my bitch. I'm seeing her so close. I wanted to spit on me, but these gays next to me are pissing me off.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie. What was the main reason why you were so happy? Is it because you were like not alone being gay, or just a concert?
Just a concert.
Is it different when you're around gay people or
some
dudes?
gay people make me so mad. That's why sometimes I say I'm homophobic against my own people because some gay bitches be pissing me off.
Because I feel like you know
they be doing the most.
Yeah, because like the only reason why I brought this up is because you know I feel like when we went, you were yourself. You know, you actually wore what you wanted to wear. Even though some people might think it's extra, I didn't think it was extra. It wasn't that
compared
extra.
to other people. I was not
extra. We see some extra shit, but I felt like, you know, it's something for someone who's not used to that. It is a little extra to me.
Yeah,
you know, even though it wasn't that bad. But I really, it wasn't that I was like trying to look at you, but it's just I saw like how happy you were, like how genuinely happy you were, and I think that's why I had a good time too, because you had a good time. You know, I feel like it's not every day where you can just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna fucking be myself and dress. I mean, I know you dress the way you want, but like, do you feel like, okay? Because I'm gonna ask a question. Do you feel like, are there certain occasions where you dress as yourself, or do you not dress as yourself every day? Like the way you feel.
I don't dress myself like I want every day. It's not. It's basically. We all think. Everybody thinks this. We all think of other people's opinions about how they think about us. I also feel very uncomfortable when I do dress as myself and I go out in public and I get those stares. I get people talking whispering shit to their friends behind my back.
See, you know what's weird is that I'm the kind of person that I like that shit. And I was telling Claire about, because, you know, now that I have tattoos and I have a nose piercing and I told you I wanted to dye my hair, you know, I feel like now that I'm older and I don't really give a shit what people say, I that like almost feeds me. You know, like, keep fucking looking. Like, so what?
Like, I say I don't give a shit what people say, but like deep down, I know I do. Like,
you should.
It's mainly like in public though. Like when I'm at home, I go fuck. I can look how when I'm at home, I could look how I want to.
Because I know, because when we go to Target, you'll look at crop tops, but you'll never wear a crop top.
No, I'm too fat. I'm like, I'm gonna look like a fucking baked potato in this shit. But yeah, like when I wear makeup in public, I see people staring at me. I see people talking shit about me, like whispering, laughing, looking at me, and like sometimes it doesn't make me like feel like sad.
But
like,
you're human.
But sometimes I'm like, bitch, say it to my face.
Right. No, I no, like I said, you're human. You know, like even even when like when we went out to the Dua Lipa concert, and then when we got home, we went to Walgreens. You got complimented by two women.
I know.
And then one of the women was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna steal this." Like that one lady.
Yeah, she was like, "I'm gonna steal your makeup look," and I'm like, "Girl, go ahead."
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Your makeup's so cute," and I was like, "Girl, I was sweating in this shit. My eyelashes fell off."
Yeah, because I feel like, because I really, and you know me, I always tell you this. I love when you're yourself. You know, like that's one thing that I've always, you know, really wanted you to do, was to be yourself. Because like I said, bro, around me, bro, none of that bothers me. You know.
Yeah, but also being myself isn't just me wearing makeup all the time. Like,
no, I meant like even like
my
the way you dress.
my
you know?
style is so different. Like, depends on the day. Like, there's some days where I'm gonna be cute, gay, makeup, and all that. There's some days where I'm gonna be a bum and just wear sweatpants and a hoodie, which is a lot of those days. A lot. There's days when I'm be like edgy, like wear like panties and like black pants, all black.
Yeah, I got you.
Give me some Bad Bunny vibes sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I just feel like people, whether you're gay or not, like you should really be comfortable with who you are, what you do.
I agree.
In anything. Because at the end of the day, people's opinions don't matter. And like you said, you know, to a certain extent, you know, words do hurt. Words do hurt, and even though we can have the thickest skin and be like, that shit don't bother me, at the end of the day, sometimes it does bother you.
Yep.
You know, like me, I'm very stern and I'm very, you know, but like, you know, sometimes the things that people say, at the end of the day, I'm like, why you gotta talk shit for?
Right.
You know, like what am I bothering you that bad that you have to say something?
Like, what do you gain from this?
Yeah,
the satisfaction.
And 9
of being
times
jealous?
out of 10, it's nothing.
Right.
Being jealous, yeah.
The satisfaction of
Are
being
you
jealous
mad because I look better than you? No.
I ain't mad because I look better than your girl. Like,
right? Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I just think it's bullshit. It's just funny to me. I don't know. Give me 1 second. Okay. We're reaching our end.
Okay.
I feel like there's a lot more to say, but again, I want you to know you're appreciated.
Thank you.
You know, and obviously this show wouldn't be anything without you.
I know.
You know, you're 50% of this shit.
I am.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like all the feedback I see are from like people that you know.
Yeah,
like,
but to be honest, even though it's from people that I know, it's still for us though.
Yeah, true.
You know, so I don't want people to be like, "Oh, well, everyone's just here for Paul." No, that's not the thing. People come here and dude, I'm telling you, I get compliments all the time. Not about me.
I know, you tell me how your friends be like, "I want to hang out with Leo," and I'm like, "Please do," because I have no fucking friends.
Yeah, like no, I'm being serious. Like I have
like 2 friends.
I have all these people, like all my friends that I know. They're like, "Dude, your podcast is so funny, but Leo is funny." I'm like, "Okay, well, fuck me then." Like,
right.
God damn it. Like, what the fuck?
Like, if you think I'm funny, hit me up. Let's hang out.
Right?
I'm lonely.
Let's go to the food court at the mall.
Right. I want some Chinese food.
Yeah, because like I said, you know, this podcast is nothing. And again, you know, I wanted to do this podcast with you. You know, like we said from the beginning, because I don't know. I felt like our conversations aren't boring. You know.
Yeah.
In a sense, at least that's what I think. You know. But yeah, dude, I just feel like I want.
Boop boop.
Yeah, I just, if you're friends with me, and if you know Leo, hit up Leo. You know.
Yes. If you're a straight man, hit me up because I need more straight friends.
Yeah.
Like I want to be one of the boys.
Yeah. What? I can't even do that.
Like
shit.
I can't even I want to have my girls' nights, but I want to have my
boys' nights. Yeah.
You know, I don't drink beer, but just give me a cranberry vodka, I'm good.
Right. You know what's funny too is, like I said earlier, when I meant about breaking barriers, a lot of my guy friends, they love having you around.
I know, like Shaq.
Yeah.
Hey Shaq. Hey Daddy. Hey Shaq.
Hey,
Daddy.
he was another one. I was like, bro, I love that y'all keep shouting me out.
I'm like, and the fact that Shaq is so comfortable with me now, I'm like, yes.
You know, because a lot of times, like, you know, and it's stupid. You know, it's kind of stupid, and I'm gonna say the word stupid because a lot of men with their friends act gay.
Right.
Because you hear me and my best friend Jose.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Because you hear me and my best friend Jose. What's up, Jose? I'm like, damn, Jose, you got a fat ass, you know, because it's like fucking
Not
big.
gonna lie, he do got a fat ass.
He do got a fat ass, pretty big.
I'm like, I'm gonna need him to show me what squat routine, what his gym routine is.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but like, you know,
on
and
no
that's
shit,
the
though.
funny part, because like a lot of men, and they be saying some gay ass shit, you know, but when you come around, damn, you look cute. Hey, bro, that's fucking gay. Don't fucking say that
bro,
shit.
I don't fuck with the gay shit.
I don't fuck with the gay shit. Only with my straight friends.
Right.
Then it's okay to be gay. like
I
what?
was like, shut up. You wanna kiss me? It's okay.
Yeah. I like that reminds me of this streamer that I watch. Like, he'll be arguing with people. He'll be like, "Stop flirting with me." Like, if people start talking shit, he's like, "Stop flirting with me."
No, I love when I'm gaming and people come in, like, because I'm gay. That's like, oh, we got a faggot in this lobby, and I'd be like, just say you want to kiss me. Like, when they say that, I go hard. I turn my gay like up 10 notches, and I'm like, oh, you want?
But, you want to hear gay?
You want to hear gay? Okay,
you're about to hear gay.
I'm like, okay. I'm like,
yeah,
stop playing.
That is too funny. Again,
Yeah.
Leo, hey, y'all heard it. Leo needs friends. Let's give him
I
some
don't need friends, guys. I'm lonely. I hang out with the same two people, which is good. I don't mind.
Yeah.
But so I just want to go with a group of friends.
Yeah.
And I don't have that many friends to go out like that. I'm a lonely bitch.
You know what's funny is you wouldn't think that because of your social media.
Yeah, people think I have a lot of friends because of social media, and I'm just like, I'm like, those are social media friends. Like, they're not like friends. Like, just people I know, I guess, who like me. I like them.
That was me in high
But
school.
it's not people who I hang out with in real life. People who I talk to on the daily in real life. People who hit me up in the real life. Like, all these people, when like, I get like hundreds of likes on my photos.
You do.
People don't. All those people who like that, I never talked a day in my life.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Some people.
What the fuck?
Once in a blue moon, someone will message me saying, "Oh my god, I love your makeup. Like, what do you use?"
And it's just small talk, and then that's
small talk.
it.
It's like literally a 5-minute conversation, and that's it. I'm like, okay. But
so do you feel it's? And obviously, I kind of know this answer. It's easier to make friends with females than men.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, like guys think I'm trying to hook up with them, I'm trying to talk to them,
stupid.
and I'm like, bitch, no, I'm just like, yeah, I gaze with your friends. I gay with you.
They're like, well, bro, it's because you're gay.
I'm like, yeah, but if I'm not.
But I don't like you.
Yeah,
right.
I'm just
not
saying,
attracted to you.
I'm just saying gay shit. Sometimes, like with Shaq, I'd be like, Shaq.
Yeah, I like now because he be joking around with your ass now. That's what's funny.
I'd be like, Shaq, don't get it twisted. I'm not the one.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, this episode, finally an episode about me.
Yes.
If you like this
There'll be a
episode,
lot more too.
We'll probably have more episodes where we go in depth on some other topics like that we talked about in this episode.
Oh, of course. I feel like this was just like a
little more get to know me, I guess.
Yeah.
But
because
about my gay life, basically, not about my regular life.
about your life,
just the gay side of my life.
Because like I said, I wanted just to get like a little insight of your life, and like I said, if you want me to get juicier questions, I'll get juicier questions, Leo. You just have to let me know.
Juicy questions.
All right, and if you guys have any questions,
yes,
let us know. You know, because we are very. You know what I'm gonna do one day? You know, I'm just gonna do it, and the next time we have this episode like this, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just not gonna tell you.
Okay, I'm like, okay,
because I was gonna say it. I was like, wait, why am I gonna say it? Let me just fucking do it.
Goodness.
But yeah, so this was what, number 6?
Yeah, episode 6.
So how are you feeling now that we have reached episode 6?
Okay, I feel like we're slowly. I feel like it's steady.
Yeah,
like steady, slowly growing.
Yeah,
I fuck with it. I just can't wait until we get the video side.
Yes. So we're slowly, even if we use these chairs, to be honest,
right,
I'd be good. Because like I'm kind of comfortable in my
like
chair.
we have like a good setup. It's just the chairs. All we need is the chairs and
Yeah.
like the decor, I guess.
Yeah, because I feel like we could add like small stuff here, but I feel like because we have like these 2 lights that you obviously we set it up for us, but
just so we can get used to it. So when we start recording,
yeah, we have like these 2 lights, and I showed a little snip this episode prior, but with that being said, and for us closing up, what do you have in store for the podcast coming up?
Me?
Yeah, what are you doing tomorrow?
Guys, I'm finally I know this was like 2 episodes ago, so you can
Yep.
have to out. I'm finally recording my true crime episode.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I would give a sneak peek or not, but it's about a serial killer.
Is it the one that you said last time?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
Another sneak peek. It's gonna be about a serial killer that I feel like a lot of people didn't know about in our area.
Yeah, so that is going to be just Leo.
Yes. Well,
You're going to have a guest with you?
yeah. I have a guest
Ooh.
because I have a friend who is really into true crime as me.
Really?
We always text each other about like, did you hear about this case? And she's like, oh my God, yes. And like earlier today at work, I was texting her and I was like, she brought up a case about something that happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, girl, I read about that. And we were just talking back and forth saying, this is fucking crazy. And I texted her, I was like, do you want to be on my podcast with me tomorrow? And she's like, I'm down. And she's like, just tell me what to look up. And I give her like the killer and all that. And she was like, I'm about to go smoke a fat ass bowl. And she's like, I got my pen and paper.
If you
ready.
guys do this under the influence, we could put it under the influence. But it would be like just you though. That makes sense? Or do you want it just your episode? 'Cause you know how I wanted to make another
it's
like
gonna be my episode.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Because we're still gonna be maybe under the influence because
That's
I don't
fine.
know. But the under the influence series is gonna be once a month because I'm not trying to do this like every other week. Like,
You know what's funny? Somebody was telling me that their friend has a podcast where it's called like Sunday night, Friday night podcast where they're getting ready to go out and they get all fucked up and then go out.
the pregame.
I can't. Yeah. I mean I
can't do that.
Yeah, I can't.
What's the point of getting fucked up before you go out? It's not fun.
Yeah. Like the last time we did it under the influence, that was great.
That was fun.
That was fun. I can't wait to do that again.
Yes, and we have
Yes.
and I feel like under the influence would be like a series where we have kind of guests on sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I feel like our next episode, I think we have our guest picked out for the episode.
Yep. Well, actually, I kind of, because I wanted, I feel like Under the Influence should be with a guest. Because I feel like it makes it
It's more fun. It's not
Yeah,
just
more
us two. We have a third person
Yeah.
who's also under the influence.
Yeah. Because it gives like a different, a different vibe.
A different vibe.
Yeah. Because me and you, we already know how we are.
Right.
We mix it really well. And then we got this one where like
we got such good feedback with John.
we
that
did.
episode.
Shout out to John. Yeah. That episode was, everybody was laughing at that episode. I loved the feedback for that. It was so good. So
It
good.
was good, but I can't wait till next month because we posted the episode this month, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay, so next month is gonna be the next. It'll be like a monthly thing, I guess.
Yeah, because like I said, I really hope that when we get to that episode, I really hope we get our video.
I'm pretty sure we are gonna have a video by then.
Yeah, we just.
And we need is just the camera setup and the light setup, like the light that hits us so you can see us, I guess.
Yeah, because we're sitting in a
Your office.
Yeah, and it's like
Slash the podcast room.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I just can't wait for you guys to see it. It's like I said, we really want to like.
So you can see our reactions and stuff.
Exactly.
It's
We
funny.
really want to bring you guys in here, so that
You want to see me?
it's not as awkward when me and Leela are just looking at each other.
Yeah, like I can look at the camera. You want to see me check my phone every 10 minutes because I just
Hell yeah.
look at my phone. But thank you for listening to this podcast. Also, before we end this podcast, I want to tell you guys, half of your bitches who are listening to this podcast are not subscribed to our YouTube channel.
I seen that shit.
YouTube tells us who's subscribed and who isn't,
not-
and
yeah.
50% of y'all listening are subscribed and 50% of y'all are not.
So what the fuck are y'all doing? How are you gonna click on the video and not subscribe?
Right, or like,
Yeah, we had.
or
for
just
instance,
even dislike. I don't care.
Yeah, for instance, the video for the wedding over 300.
Yeah.
We don't even have 300 subscribers.
And
Come on,
literally on the analytics, it says like 60% of people who listen to it aren't even subscribed to us.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Like, what the heck?
Like, we appreciate you guys clicking on the video and like listening to us, but like, come on, y'all.
Right.
Show some extra love. We're doing this, obviously because we love it,
Yeah.
but we also, we want to build a community too,
Yes.
and we're
Ask us
3 away from
questions.
60. So
60 subs. I can't wait. We're going to do a giveaway at 100. Even I didn't talk to Paul about it. I'm just saying it right now.
I'll give it what?
I don't know. We give away like
Merch.
I
Like a what? What are we gonna
limited
fucking give
time
away?
merch, which is gonna be just us having it, and then one other person, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Or some stickers.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I want a shirt with my face on it.
Same. I want a hoodie
like that one.
with my
Like,
face on it.
yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys listening to this special edition of Leo's episode. Again, tune in to when Leo does his episode because I'm not going to be there, and I'm excited because I'm actually not going to be there.
I know. I'm excited
So-
too. I have like a hope. Nope, not notebook, but like my little notes ready.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
excited. Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm excited for you too. Yeah, so be prepared for
Be there, be square.
That's right. All right, well, I think that's all I got. You want to add anything else before we go?
Yes.
Okay.
Since this episode was about me, don't be thinking next week's episode's gonna be about Paul, because it's not.
It's not.
I don't be thinking, oh,
I feel like y'all know too much about me and my life already. You know, leave me alone.
from the last episode.
Literally, like, no thanks.
But yeah, I can't wait until we record again. Well, when are you gonna start doing your miniseries, your sports?
I feel like
Sports Illustrated.
I
by
feel like
Paul.
with what's going on, and I feel like that's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I want to do like sports, but I want to do other stuff too. But I don't know what I want to do yet. That's why I haven't really said anything yet.
Yes. Also, don't forget to watch Paul on Twitch and Facebook.
Fluffy
He's a streamer.
_ monkey.
Yes. I even have my coworker who knows that you're a streamer. She was
Oh,
asking
really?
me questions about like
That's cool.
like I know Paul's a streamer, like what's like his setup? I'm gonna get my son a setup, and I told her,
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, I'm not gonna spend that much money on him. He's 8, and I'm like,
yeah.
he's 8.
You know what's funny? It's funny you say that because I don't even know who they are and they know my name. So
Yeah.
with that being said, like a lot,
I know
like
how
when
I
people,
feel. Like people
yeah,
don't know who I
and
am.
I'm saying,
I
like,
know my name.
it's all the time. They're like, oh yeah, Leo this and Leo that, and I'm like, I don't even know who Leo is. What the fuck? Like, they didn't.
But
They
you
didn't
can hit me up.
yeah. Again, this was a cool episode. I like this episode. It was fun. Well, we appreciate you guys making it this far because we actually went way overboard.
Oh my goodness.
But it's okay because you know
Okay.
I'm comfortable. I'm cool.
By the way, if you made it this far, this is our secret word. What should our secret word be?
I'm trying to think.
I want to be like a word that people won't think.
A random ass word.
A random ass word.
Slinky.
Slinky.
I don't know why that popped in my
I was
head.
gonna say chicken cutlet.
Chicken cutlet?
Oh, cutlets?
Cutlets?
No, look what slinky.
Slinky?
If you made it this far, comment down below slinky.
Slinky. I don't know why I was like thinking of like a slinky.
Ew, that looked like you were juggling balls.
Oh.
Like not balls, like
juggling
clown.
boobies.
Ew. Straight man.
Well, we appreciate you guys being here.
Yes, thank you.
This is the Graight Way.
The only way.
We'll see you guys.
Bye.